What is our poll question of the day over there, Christopher?
Okay, we're going to go NFL.
Love it.
Since Schefter's on, we're going to talk a little NFL here. Who's won the offseason? Rex Ryan not involved in this.
I love it.
Not involved in this poll
I
question.
know. Yeah, you're referencing that because he said one year that was that the Jets or the Bills? That won
I
the
think
offseason?
every year he claimed to have won the offseason. All right, here we go. Here's who we got. I took off one of the teams that you suggested because they actually did not have a good offseason.
What are you talking about?
49ers did not have a good offseason.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they didn't acquire anyone.
Dude.
In this little list I'm watching, they were given a C-.
Who gave them a C-?
Yahoo. Key additions, none. Key losses, DeForest Buckner and Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, my gosh.
And they re-signed and tagged Eric Armstead and Jimmy Ward.
I will take that exclamation point from Yahoo
How can you argue with that?
easily.
Who did they add?
I would take the 49ers as having had the best offseason
Well, you're going to
more
have
than
to
anybody that you're about to say.
You're going to have to call into your own show and make the case because they're not on the list. Was it a better offseason than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? No.
No.
Better than the Arizona Cardinals? No. Better than the Buffalo Bills? Nope. How about the Miami Dolphins?
Should I make this point now?
Because according to Yahoo,
I'm going to make it now.
Great.
I'm going to do this now. I was planning on unpacking this later on.
Yahoo, B+ for the Dolphins that you just poo-pooed.
Who at Yahoo? Give me a name. Is it Charles? Is it Charles Robinson?
Give me a name.
Who at Yahoo?
Frank Schwab.
Frank Schwab. Is that a long distant relative of Charles? Howie? Stump the Schwab?
Are we stumping him?
Because I'm stumped by it. Let me tell you about the San Francisco 49ers. Let me tell you, I have got the time. I've got a mug. I've got the show. I'm the best dad ever. All right? I've got runway.
Okay, I mean, make the case because, like,
Here we go.
they're at the bottom
The
here.
reason why the 49ers have had the best offseason of anyone, more than all four names that you pulled out of your orify.
I mean, I left out the Browns and the Raiders.
Fine,
Also,
great.
strong
Okay,
grades from
Well,
Yahoo.
when you're not in the Super Bowl, when you're not at the cream of the crop, you don't make all of those moves. What you do is you tweak and you get smart and you use your opportunity that is available to you, cap and draft-wise. Here's why the 49ers had a better offseason than even Tampa. And I know Tampa added the GOAT.
Wow. All right. I mean, I'm all
And I
ears.
love the GOAT. All right. And I assume that's ticker friendly, this helmet. Here's why. The San Francisco 49ers had a problem paying everybody on their defensive line. So they flipped DeForest Buckner to Indianapolis for a first-round draft choice and then paid Eric Armstead. He's in the fold. I've got all my information. All my ducks are flat out in a row.
Yeah, but
Hold on a
that's
second.
just a lateral move, the one for one.
It's not a lateral move when you can't keep them all. It's not. It's how many cap hamstrung teams figure out late that they don't have the people to win. And I'm staring now, taking off my glasses and leaning over and staring at my Dallas Cowboy friend and TJ Jefferson over there.
Uh-oh.
Figuring out how much pie there is in Dallas, signing people late and figuring out.
There's less pie.
And having $60 million essentially going to your quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. It's called managing your team and your roster and your cap. That's what it's called there. Guess what they also did? The San Francisco 49ers re-signed Jimmy Ward for 3 years. Okay? They re-signed their safety as opposed to the New York Jets who have got their safety driving around telling their people who are screaming at them, go to Dallas, I'm trying. How far are the Jets from the Super Bowl? You can't even find it with binoculars.
It's in Tampa this year.
Excuse me. They have a guy on the offensive line Joe Staley, who's got Hall of Fame credentials, who decides to retire. What do they do to fix that? In the middle of the draft, they get Trent Williams. The Rams head coach, Sean McVay, was just basically flat out saying, where the hell did that come from? The whole league needs Trent Williams. Who got him? The defending NFC champion San Francisco 49ers. That's who got him. And to stump the Charles Schwab's cousin, with all due respect to you, Frank, I love Emmanuel Sanders. We love him. He's great.
We do.
We love everything about him, his gumption, his attitude.
Gumption, good word.
Yes, we love his heart. We love his soul. He's one of our favorite interviews. He's a friend of the program. He's also 32 years old. So what do? You let him walk, and then manipulating your draft board with the pick that you get from Indianapolis and the own draft pick that you have, you go and you replace the guy you traded away in DeForest Buckner with Javon Kinlaw, who everybody believes might be the best D tackle in the draft. And then you get Brandon Ayuk of Arizona State to replace Emmanuel Sanders. Now, the only issue with this offseason is Deebo Samuel hurt himself. We're assuming he's going to be back. But they get younger. They get better. They rearrange their cap properly. And on top of it all, they didn't lose anybody from their staff, which normally happens to any team that goes to the Super Bowl. They didn't lose anybody from their staff. And they signed their coach to a multi-year extension. So I understand Arizona gets DeAndre Hopkins, and I know what Buffalo did to get Stephon Diggs, and I understand why you would put Miami on that list because of what they did in free agency and whoever else you put on that, and whoever else you put there. But none of those teams were in the Super Bowl, rearranged for the future, got smarter, and kept the people they need to keep. More than the San Francisco 49ers. How about that for an exclamation point, Mr. Yahoo?
They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.